Many people think money is necessary. They believe society cannot work without it. This is a learned belief, not a fact. Money is a tool, but it is an old tool. It is now causing more problems than it solves. We use money to get things we need. Food, homes, and healthcare all cost money. This system creates artificial scarcity everywhere. It limits access to the essentials of life for many people. We can design a world beyond this limitation. Imagine a world where money does not exist. Think about what that means for human life. It means no more poverty. It means no more debt. People would not struggle just to survive. The constant pressure to earn money would disappear. This pressure causes great stress and unhappiness. It makes people do jobs they do not like. It forces competition where cooperation is needed. This is not an efficient way for humans to live. Our current world is built on money. This system values profit over people. If something is not profitable, it often does not get done, even if it is important for human well-being. This is a major flaw in our current design. Resources are wasted. Human potential is often ignored. We create products designed to break. This is called planned obsolescence. It keeps sales going. This is not intelligent. Abolishing money is a big idea. It might seem impossible to some. But human societies have changed many times. We once lived without money in different ways. We can use our modern knowledge and technology. We can create a new system, a system based on human needs and planetary resources. This is not a dream. It is a practical next step for our civilization. It requires a change in our values and our thinking. How would society work without money? We would use a resource-based economy. This means all resources are common heritage. They belong to all people. No one would own the air or water. The same would apply to land and technology. Decisions about resources would be made for the good of all, not for the profit of a few individuals. This system uses science and technology intelligently. It aims to manage Earth's resources wisely. People would get what they need freely. Think of a library, but for everything. You need food? It is available. You need a place to live? It is provided. Transportation, education, healthcare, all accessible. There would be no price tags, no bills to pay. The focus would shift from owning things to having access to them. Abundance could be created with modern technology. We can produce enough for everyone if we manage resources well. This is the key. What would motivate people to work? People are naturally curious and creative. They want to contribute to society. In a moneyless world, work would be very different. People would choose tasks they enjoy. They would work on projects that interest them. The motivation would be passion and purpose, not fear of poverty or desire for wealth. Many jobs that exist today would disappear. Jobs like banking or advertising would not be needed. Decisions would be made using information. Computers can help us manage resources. They can track what is available. They can understand what people need. This is not about controlling people. It is about managing things efficiently. We can use sensors and data to make smart choices. For example, we can grow food where it grows best. We can build energy systems that are clean and sustainable. This creates a stable and fair society for everyone. A world without money brings many benefits. One major benefit is increased fairness. When resources are shared, everyone's basic needs are met. No one is left behind because they cannot afford life. This creates a foundation of security for all people. The gap between rich and poor would vanish, because there would be no rich or poor. Everyone would have access to the same high quality of life. This is true equality. Crime would be greatly reduced in such a world. Many crimes today are related to money, theft, robbery, fraud. These happen because people need money or because they want more than others. In a resource-based economy, these motives disappear. If everyone has what they need, why steal? If there is no money, what is there to counterfeit? This would make our communities much safer. We could focus our energy on positive things. Equality would flourish. Without money, social status would not be based on wealth. It would be based on your contributions to society, your skills, your knowledge, your creativity. People would be respected for who they are, not for what they own. This leads to a more humane and just society. Discrimination based on economic status would end. Everyone would have the opportunity to develop their full potential. Education would be for learning, not for getting a better job. Human well-being would become the main goal. Instead of economic growth, we would measure progress by happiness. Health and personal development would be priorities. People would have more free time to learn, to explore, to create, time to spend with family and friends. Stress-related illnesses would decrease, mental health would improve, life would be about living, not just surviving. This change benefits all human beings deeply. Our current monetary system creates artificial scarcity. It tells us there is not enough to go around. This forces people to compete for limited resources. Debt is a huge part of this system. People and nations are trapped in debt. This limits their freedom and their choices. The pursuit of profit often harms the environment. It leads to unsustainable practices. This is not a system designed for long-term survival. It is a system that creates constant conflict. A world without money operates on cooperation. It understands that Earth has abundant resources. If managed intelligently with technology, there is enough for everyone. Imagine communities working together, sharing knowledge and resources globally. Instead of competing, nations would collaborate. They would solve problems together, problems like climate change or disease. This approach builds a sustainable and peaceful world. It moves us beyond the limitations of money. Communities would thrive in new ways. Local areas would be designed to meet human needs. Cities would be smart and efficient. They would be beautiful and healthy places to live. Food would be grown locally where possible. Energy would be clean and renewable. People would feel connected to their communities. They would participate in decisions that affect their lives. This fosters a strong sense of belonging. It creates vibrant and resilient societies. Abolishing money is not just about removing a problem, it is about creating a better future. It allows humanity to focus on higher values. We can explore the universe. We can understand ourselves better. We can solve problems that seem impossible today. This change can improve human life in profound ways. It offers a path to a more intelligent, humane, and sustainable civilization. It is time to consider this new direction. It is time to redesign our culture.